Hello, Salim here at Partner Day Inbound 2025. I'm here with Gabrielle Herrera. She's the Senior Marketing Manager of Community Growth at HubSpot. And Gabrielle leads both the Community Champions and the Inbound Correspondents, which I am a part of. And it's an exciting opportunity. And these two programs have become the cornerstone of HubSpot's community-led strategy. Gabrielle's work has also earned her recognition as Community-Led Rising Star of the Year in 2024, with standout achievements including 8,000% increase in community membership and more than 2 million social impressions driven by advocates at Inbound. So it's amazing work that you're doing, and I really appreciate all the work that you've been doing to corral all of us Inbound correspondents. But I would like to ask you a couple of questions around these initiatives. The Inbound Correspondents, how does this program enhance the attendee experience, and how has it shaped HubSpot's product storytelling and visibility at Inbound?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for inviting me to film this with you. Those numbers are, impressive, but I can't do them without the amazing contributions of community members like yourself. So thank you for being part of the community. Yeah, Inbound Correspondence Program, one of my favorite programs that we do through our community programming. And it, first and foremost, is a delight for some of our most engaged community champions. So it rewards them with a free ticket to Inbound. So that, of course, is a delightful attendee experience because we do have a few folks who otherwise maybe don't have an opportunity to attend Inbound. So we're excited to be able to host people. As part of our Inbound programming, we help facilitate introductions with HubSpot product managers and leaders for interviews like this one. We do an exclusive happy hour, reserved seating, all sorts of new perks. All these are new for this year, actually. So we heard the feedback from last year's group and try to iterate every year to improve the experience, make it better and better. So all that community feedback really helps shape the experience, too. That way it's really a community-led initiative. We want to make sure y'all are hosted and happy and enjoying the experience.
It's been a great experience so far, especially this year and last year, so you're doing great work. When it comes to community champions in HubSpot, a lot of HubSpot users are familiar with the community boards. That's kind of where they find the questions to some niche questions that they are looking to answer. But how does engaging advocates in this way influence HubSpot's product development, customer feedback loops, and overall growth strategy?
Yeah, so I think that support forums, or like the HubSpot community, kind of had a reputation for being a support forum. A lot of B2B companies that have a community primarily serve as a knowledge base, but with other people, right? And in recent years, the HubSpot community has seen a shift where it's really more of a customer success center, where you're able to go and not just stop at a technical question of how do I do this, specific tool, but rather I'm trying to build pipeline, or I'm trying to work on this particular use case. And so you're able to connect with peers, maybe in the same industry or a fellow partner, or even in our founder focus community, for example. How should I approach this seed round of funding? And so you get to hear from people who are either in your shoes or have been in your shoes and can kind of be a peer mentor in that capacity. I would say the other part of that is kind of challenging where community lives, right? Because we're multifaceted people. We're chronically online. But that means that we're looking for perspectives. We're looking for support on Reddit. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. There's so many different types of media that we're all consuming. And so we at the HubSpot community are now, very proud of our owned product success community, but we also think about community everywhere. So we have programming to activate folks on Reddit. We have the Inbound Correspondence program, which is largely on LinkedIn. And so I think having all those different places really allows us to meet customers where they are, serve them where they are, not just place brand endorsements, but really be able to tap into those various communities and those various conversations. It helps us inform not just the programming that we do in the community, but also resources that we create for you on those knowledge bases, the use case libraries. It even adapts our email strategy for your onboarding emails, or anytime we launch new features, how you can activate and utilize those. We do listen to all those different channels and absorb it into our strategy.
I have to say, last year we got a survey around the inbound correspondent program, and a lot of the requests that we put in that survey have materialized this year in this year's program. So you definitely do listen to feedback, and we appreciate you for this. Both of these programs complement one another and they drive community engagement and product momentum. Can you explain more how they do that, how they help the product's momentum and its stickiness, and what are some outcomes that stand out that kind of illustrate why this is a winning combination?
We're hearing it a lot at Inbound. We're only at Partner Day right now, but I think it's going to be a through line throughout the week. But I feel like we've been hearing for the last 2 years with the shift to AI search that those peer perspectives, the human-generated content is all. I think it's really ironic, actually, that all the LLMs, crawl community forums, really, if you think about it, Reddit, and look at the human created content. And so I always find that very ironic, which makes it a really exciting time for us that are community members and community builders and strategists. It's an exciting opportunity. I'm very fortunate to work here. We're able to get a lot of investment and support for these resources. There's a lot of leaders who believe in community members, really, who believe in it too, because it's only as powerful as all the contributions that you all provide there. But both the Inbound Correspondents program and the Community Champions program enable HubSpot fans, super users, admins, partners, customers to have their own voice. I think one of the most powerful things about community is that it democratizes expertise. And I know some people are like, everyone's an expert, but I actually think that's a nice thing because everyone does have, lived experience and can share. And so it gives folks a way to share how they're using the tools, their life lessons, and things like that. And of course, it helps amplify, especially for this week with the Inbound Correspondence program in particular, all the latest and greatest, newest tools. The Inbound is only 1 week. Even if we give a free ticket, not everyone is able to join for various reasons. And so Community Champions program gives you opportunities year round. You'll get prompts or, hear exciting news. And we do also find opportunities for other regional events. We had some champions who were able to participate in the Sydney Marathon in Australia. Kudos to you runners. I don't know how you did it, but different ways to stay engaged as a thank you and way for being involved in the community.
If someone is looking to start a HubSpot adjacent career and has seen the community as a good, stepping stone to kind of figure things out, what are your recommendations? Where should they start and what things they should do first?
So my biggest ask and advice is to bring your unique value. You don't want to come into a new space, and Reddit is particularly strict about this, but you want to have an offer before you have an ask. So make sure you're already engaging and creating helpful content. You're contributing to those existing conversations and not just barging into the room, talking about how amazing you are. Let people get to know you first and share a little bit about you, and then the pitches and those opportunities will organically come your way because you're basically building your brand there too, if you think about it that way. So that is my number one most important thing, is to lead with that offer first. Tell people how you can provide value, not in your services, but in sharing your story and your experiences. And then you can bring the ask of their business or their partnership or whatever that is.
Gabrielle, thank you so much for all the work you're doing for the Community Champions and for us Inbound Correspondents. Make sure to go on LinkedIn and follow the hashtag Inbound25Correspondent to catch all the content that every single correspondent is pushing out. If you can't be here at Inbound, experience the show vicariously through them and make sure to support them and engage with them. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Hope you have a great rest of your week.
Awesome. Thanks, Salim.